you can try and lame someone. Just go straight out for the lame. And maybe you get lucky, get 2 sheep and a boar. And then if you don't, you can call the re anyhow, right?
Yes.
Oh, God. Viper got Koreans. Daut says no. Oh, God. And Daut says I can't read Brits. All right, so I think game 2 is going to be played. I was just explaining to Twitch chat here that in this event, there is a restart. There's so much chat going on, I need to focus on it. There's 2 restarts per best of 7 here in the grand final, and then you get 1 veto. So if Daut were to call a re, for example, and say, okay, I don't like these civs. I want to redo this with different civs. Viper could use his veto and say no. So Viper has Koreans, a broken civilization that pisses me the hell off and also pisses Daut off. Because Viper says I'm so excited. It's just... It's impossible. It's not impossible, but it's just stupidly strong with the tower rush. Even if you know it's coming, it is stupidly strong. So, yeah, Viper's very happy about that. And I happen to know that Daut hates tower rushes. And Viper can't wait. Viper can't wait to do this to Daut. And Daut says, I can't read Britons. Which is probably smart because Viper could have vetoed it anyway. So, Daut has a woodline here, which could be towered. This woodline's good, though. And he has a stone and 2 golds in this location. So I actually think this isn't bad for Daut. If he can heavily wall here, this side will still be exposed, but at least he could protect a woodline or 2 and keep his golds and stones safe. The problem, guys, with Korean towers, if you're not aware, I'll show you. I'm getting very upset just having to explain this, but I'll show you. Villagers get +3 line of sight, which really helps when you go forward. Stone miners work 20% faster, which helps you bring in the stone for the towers. Walls, towers, and castles build 33% faster. So even if you see someone building a tower, and your normal response is to build a counter tower, their tower will not be denied, and it'll go up before yours. Tower upgrades are free, and towers get +1 or +2 range in castle and imperial. So basically, the Civ was always good with towers, and now they're even stronger with towers. At least until some balance comes in for them. So yeah, they tower well. It's always very helpful if you can get up to the next stage fast, and Viper's missed out on sheep, so that might not be very easy for him. But I still think a 21, 22 population up will be just fine. Viper's still looking for the sheep. He's also wasting some time. He'd probably want to see what Daut's base looks like, but I think he'll find them and then go forward. Yeah, super skinny. I did mention, that was the first thing I mentioned about the line of sight on the Vills. Thank you, dude. Jacka, thank you as well for the new sub, man. He said I lost a bet. I need to make bets more often. I'm slightly offended that everyone on the stream who probably watches my casting frequently thought that I would make a bet like that and be wrong about it. Like, is my game analysis that bad, Twitch chat? Come on now. I was certain. I was certain. So you need to wall if you know this is coming. You need to wall. Stop saying yes, chat. Stop. Alright, I'm avoiding Twitch chat. You guys are on a timeout for like 2 minutes. It hurts my feelings. Daut runs into Viper's TC. You know you're supposed to be like, haha, T90, funny joke. It was a joke. You weren't supposed... Oh! I thought he was going to trap. Thought he was going to trap the scout on the other side. You can't just accept it. That's rude. Daut trying to wall this off. Has a pretty good map for walling. Oh, Daut doesn't have loom. He doesn't have loom. Oh, God. He's going to lose the Vill. What will Daut do? Now he gets loom. I mean, there are plenty of areas for Viper to tower, and he could, of course, just break through the walls. Another woman coming out here to wall in a dangerous area. Daut, once again, sexist today. Why send the woman? There's plenty of capable men. Why put them in danger? Come on, Daut. But yeah, he should get the walls up. And he's on his way to feudal. Behind Viper, who's gone 19 pop. But he's on his way to feudal. Viper has 4 on stone, and he has 5 coming forward. And I'm going to have to use all the strength that my mind possesses to get through this cast without wanting to punch a window. I think Daut will house wall this off, though. Everything he can do to slow this down would be nice. Oh, Daut's trying to go man-at-arms against this, and Viper gates. Look at those gates. He gates off his villagers. And Daut should not even try it. Well, he can't counter tower because he's in Dark Age, but he shouldn't even attempt it. And this is where it all begins. The stupid thing about it is, when Daut gets to the next stage, even though he's going to stone and he knows it's here, he won't be able to counter tower. He has to build towers like back here, basically, to stop Viper from pushing it any further. And yeah, there we go. But even then, Viper, he's already going to take some of this area. He can go out around, so Daut needs to wall off as much as possible. And what you could do is you can counterattack with the man-at-arms. Smart play from Viper, though. He's walled off his villagers at home. Very, very smart play. So let's see. This is Daut's tower. Well, Viper's tower will go up because he builds it so fast. Good placement for Viper's tower as well, I have to say, because all of his villagers are not in range. If it was one tile further, it would have been bad. And I guess the question is now what? Because Viper, he hasn't taken gold away from Daut. He hasn't taken stone away from Daut. Actually hasn't ranged the wood just yet. And oh, this is big! Viper has to run away from stone. I can't believe this. Viper's now down a villager. He's going out to this stone. This is the stone that Daut has not scouted. Wow. In game 1, Daut with a very convincing victory. After a strong start from Viper. And in game 2, Viper's now off stone when he's trying to tower rush, but he is winning the repair war over here. Slightly. That's so bad when you're trying to go forward with aggressive towers. If Daut were to see this, though, that would be really big. So this is why I hate it. I like the game for all the different strategies it offers and how versatile players can be and how fast and the micro, etc. And this, like the Korean civilization, just kills all the enjoyable things about Age of Empires 2 for me. Oh, Viper traps the scout in there. He did it. He tried earlier. This time he's successful. That was a sick play. I have to say, this has been kind of an enjoyable tower rush. Don't clip me on saying that, okay? Because I would never say that, but... Huh. You know what? Viper could use his scout, and he could try and pick off this weak Vil, too. And he would kill her. But Daut is held. But he's going to have to leave his wood line. I think Viper needs to switch sides. He needs to come in this way. Or if he doesn't feel like he has enough on stone, he needs to just go back home then and add eco. I'm not sure where he's going. I think he's trying to take the wood lines from Daut, but he cannot get this one or this one, so it'll only help in late game. Viper can take Daut stone. It's protected by his 3 towers. Yep, you're right. You're right. But it's more of an issue of time now, you know? Because Viper, when you go forward like this, when you're on stone and you're not on other resources... Viper? Woo woo woo? Viper? Viper? What? Anyway, it's more of an issue of time. I don't know what happened there. Viper's supposed to have decent micro. The more you're on stone, and the more you're not placing towers, is just giving Daut more and more time, right? And Daut has had that time. And it all started when he pushed Viper off of stone. So Viper's now going back out to this stone, and there's no mining camp. It's not ideal. So yeah, Daut needs to make sure he gets another layer of stone wall down quick. But he's done a good job, Daut. Viper Scout going for a Vil pick here. Does Daut realize? It's like these guys are high or something. Where's the reaction time? You know what it is? I think that towers have slowed their brains down. Viper died to wolves. And Daut has not reacted to that scout, which he could have killed. I don't mean to be rude by that, by the way. I'm just joking. I'm friends with these guys. Daut, kill the scout, man! Thank you. The This is a bit frustrating, I have to say. So what you can do if you're Viper is just start building towers at home. You know you're not going to go in any longer or any further, so just build towers at home. Start adding eco to go up to the next stage. Be annoying, use this scout, pick off weak vills, which again, there is one here, but he might have too low HP now to do that. Daut even built a tower out here. This is what Koreans do to the game. It turns it into like a noob game versus an AI, where you would build a tower like this, you know? Like, it actually makes sense, too. It's still weird, but... Daut has 550 food. 300 gold. Okay, Viper sees the weak vill, and she needs to go become a forager. What about Viper's resources? Yeah, Viper doesn't have a ton of resources. He's built a random mill on these deer so he can get a nice food boost. And I think Daut will click up soon. He just needs... That archery range is already going up. He just needs a blacksmith. Now, the problem with this civilization, guys, the problem with Koreans, is that these towers will, like, almost never go down if Viper hits Castle Age. Because they have ridiculous amount of range. These two towers would kill a Mangonel. That would need 2 or 3 Mangonels to kill 2 towers. It's pretty insane. But he might not need to worry about that. He's going to click up now. He's making archers, and he could go to Viper's base. And Viper is currently working on the Great Wall of frickin' China with these palisades. But it makes sense, because he needs to buy a little bit of time, and he'll use the market. Curly Beard says, I'm so glad you got your favorite Civ. Stop, man, stop. I think Viper's top score because of, like, a little bit more scouting, and Daut has clicked up to castle, so your score dips. If you look at the scouting, it is 58% for Viper, 43% for Daut. So that's 150 score that translates into. And now both have clicked up. And Daut is sending some archers out now. So Viper's plan of suffocating Daut didn't work out too well. He has a few towers up that will be annoying in late game, but I don't think Daut will be too concerned about this. Now Daut can't do too much damage unless he goes through these walls. I'm just curious how Viper will push, because normally you're going to push in this situation, and I believe what he'll do is he'll build a defensive castle, and then he'll go war wagons, which is an excellent addition versus Britons.
And I enjoyed every minute.
The Jones, what's up, man? Thank you for 2 months. Really appreciate it. Ewo, AoE2, thank you as well. We had a little bit of a sub train over the past 20 minutes. Thanks, guys. I mean, this is open for Viper. Maybe, you know what it is? Viper saw the wolf there. He's so good, he sensed the wolf was there, and since he lost the Ville to a wolf earlier, he didn't want to wall it off because he was scared. And Daut, he's conquered the wolves, so he's good. Oh, man. Viper said, oh, shit, and he hasn't reacted to these archers. It might be because he doesn't see them, or because he's happy that they killed the wolves, because he doesn't have to deal with that now. Now he's going to have to deal with crossbows. They're not so kind, Daut. Or Viper. Viper's reaction time certainly hasn't been there today. The first 2 games, like, those 4 villagers I don't think would have gone down on another day. And this is very good for Daut. You know what? If there's anything that'll motivate Viper here, more than the money he'll get from this event, it's that Daut will brag non-stop for the next 16 years if he wins this. He will just always remind Viper, like, hey, do you remember the Killer Bee Arabia Cup? Yeah, I won that, so stop talking shit. That's exactly what'll happen. So I almost want Daut to win just so we can hear that trash talk over the next, you know, like I said, 16 years, because Daut will never let it go. Now let's see here. Here's a few war wagons for Viper. He's only a few vills behind. On the front, Daut still hasn't dealt with this. He is on 3 TCs though, and they're all pumping. But you can't do much more than Daut just did. You just have to find vulnerable areas and Viper has towers and a castle, so it'll make life difficult. And Daut just tries to pick off a Vil before these crossbows die, and he'll run away to remain annoying. T90 official, are you going to host a T90 Force Nothing Cup? Unlikely. Unlikely. Would you guys actually like to see that? I'm scared to see a response. Oh, God. Alright, I need to avoid Twitch chat more often. This is getting scary. Viper knows he's probably a bit behind in the Vil count and the TC, so he's going to go with Siege and War Wagons and start pushing. He has the front held, so this is a gateway to success for Viper. Just go right through here and start pressuring Daut. What Daut could do is he could build a castle here, and then he would shoot away all the guard towers, and then that'd stop Viper from pushing in. I don't know, though. I think that Daut will... He will go for a castle, but he doesn't want to invest into it too early. So for now, he's going to need a monastery to get some conversions on these war wagons. That is something he's now... Oh! He's making skirms? Not sure why Daut's making skirms, but he's going into skirms. Okay. Bit weird. I mean, you need a lot of them. Even massed crossbows can do damage here. Someone said forward castle from Viper. I don't see that happening. He's not heavy on stone, so it's just that defensive castle. I mean, if he had 3 monks, Viper would run away from this. Okay, Viper has a monk now. Weird response from Daut. Normally you see players go for a few conversions here because the war wagons lack range and they're slow. But Viper microing away the weak war wagons, but leaving one underneath the TC, and he loses one. So it is a gold unit for Viper, I guess, in the end, that he's losing out on. And Daut is going to build a castle, and that castle, if he moves it forward one more tile, I might like it. It's still decent, though. Still decent. The idea here is to protect his eco from this push coming in from Viper, and also to kill these towers, so he can breathe a little bit. Viper has full upgrades on these war wagons. Full upgrades. Everything except, like, thumb ring and whatnot, but... Mangonels, war wagons, these are so expensive. Look at the cost of the war wagon, guys. Look at the cost of this thing. 110 wood, 60 gold. And mangonels and monks. Viper wants to do some damage here. Viper sees the castle is up for Daut, but he also sees that there's 2 golds on a stone here. So this is still something that Viper can attack. It's making me uneasy, this game. It's making me uneasy. And not because of the towers, but just because Daut... He has more Vils, but his army comp is not great. It's not like he has a ton of options versus this civilization, of course. But if he looks away for one moment, he could lose his whole army, and I think he wants to build a castle, and maybe he'll place it right here. Oh, does he have time to build it? You know he wants it here to protect this area, but does he have time? And he doesn't want to settle for a subpar castle placement. He needs to place it here. And Viper has mangonels, and he has war wagons. And he's coming forward with towers now! Oh god, this is looking very good for Viper. There's the castle from Daut. Let's see, will Daut lose this game with a Daut castle? He's still distracting with his army. He's lost a few units here, a few units here, and now his villagers need to be microed. This is 3 separate areas Daut needs to look at. Now, I don't think that's too bad in the end, as long as he kills Viper's Mangonel. He does. He loses only 1 more villager. It certainly sucks, but he'll get the castle up. I just wonder what Viper's follow-up is to this. If Viper goes for a faster Imperial with less eco, which is what he's shooting for, then he could start trebbing all this down, and the towers are still going to do so much for Viper while they're here. Interesting game. Like, Daut's eco is a complete mess because of all the pressure coming in. While Viper, he's on his way to the Imperial Age. Less villagers. He's only played this 2 TC. But he can build a forward castle. And he can start trebbing down everything that Daut has. And it's a perfect play for the Koreans. It's a perfect style for Viper here. If he just full boomed, Daut would overwhelm him with range. So that was perfectly timed attack. And I just wonder where he'll build this castle now. He's going to build it here. Okay. Look how annoying this is, man. He'll kill the battering ram, get right back in the tower, which, by the way, has 11 range. 11 freaking range. The towers are outranging Daut's castles. Daut's abusing the market. You know he wants imp. He'll have to choose one of the safer TC locations. 8 food away and... Click. Yeah, he clicks up. He has 2 castles. Viper will have 2 castles. Viper has a pretty big head start. What Viper does not have is a strong force of military. And he's going to lose these villagers. Daut has survived. Daut has the score lead, both on the way to the Imperial Age. Viper has 1 minute and 40 seconds to do damage with Trebs. I just hope that Daut doesn't commit to Longbows. I hope that he keeps going skirms and arbs, because if you commit to Longbows and you lose your castles, it can be really tough for you. Seems like he's making Longbows for the time being. Oh god. Oh god, that attack round was sick from Viper! That changes things. That changes things. The Viper saw that coming a mile away because of his tower. Daut didn't have the vision of that. So the Maginot was here, Daut had no clue. And then Viper just timed that nicely. Somebody in the chat says, how does Daut come back into this? Well, what Daut has going for him is that he has more eco. So what he doesn't have is the early trebs. And that's what Viper will go for. So Daut needs to repair his castles and win the Treb War. If he wins the Treb War, I guarantee you Daut should be able to take this victory because he has the Briton range now, because he has more eco to transition in things like Lightcath. But I can't tell you that he's actually going to win the Treb War, because that is going to be tough when he's not even in the Imperial Age yet. But I don't think Daut losing those Longbows made too much of a difference. It's also not something we should, like... I mean, I know it's a meme, but I don't think we should make fun of him too much for it, because he literally couldn't see the shot coming in. It was just a sick shot from Viper. The Longbow can't hit these Trebs because Viper has his own castle, and Viper's going to continue to build towers, which outrange the Longbow. So, let's see. Rams coming in from Daut. Viper realizing this, and he wants to stop these Rams from getting to his Trebs. And he will. And Daut loses this castle. Oh man, the timing on that. It's so good for him that he was able to get that Treb out of there. But he's going to continue to be Trebbed. And Viper is going for the suffocating route. Building more towers. Will hit the farmers and the gold miners. And Daut's going Cavalier. He has the gold back here. He needs to make sure that when he attacks with them, because Viper has no clue it's coming, that it works. If it doesn't work the first time, Viper can add in Pike. It's actually not a bad move. It's just horrible for Daut how little space he has right now. And Viper's Tower Rush could be considered a fail with any other civilization, because he didn't deny any big resources except for this stone. But it's Koreans, man. Koreans are a complete different story. Just look at what Viper has. Viper has towers. Viper has siege. If Cavaliers show up, Viper could lose all of this right here. And here comes Daut. Viper sees it. Now, I'll be curious to see Viper's reaction to this, because this is the first time that he'll see this. He was not expecting this. So, he'll get his tower up there. He'll lose a bombard cannon. He could lose Trebs, but these towers and castles are ridiculously strong. Trebuchets. Okay, Daut's going to run past the Trebs and into Viper's eco. I like that decision a lot, because Viper's counting on holding all the pressure forwards And now he's distracted back at home. So what does Viper do then? Barracks not producing anything. Castle's not producing anything. Monasteries not producing anything. And Daut will treb down these towers. Oh, wait, no he won't. Viper has bombard cannons. No he won't. Okay, he'll get one treb Viper, but now he could lose his bombard cannons. The Cavalier switch completely surprised Viper. He hasn't had the time to tech switch. He was not expecting this. And the cost of 2 bombard cannons is double the cost of the Trebuchet. Wow. Now Viper's adding some other forms of military. He's also getting elite war wagon, which is so expensive. But can he keep his castle up? I'm not so sure. He can't send his bombard cannons out now because Daut has made so many Cavalier. Viper's gonna lose his castle. He's accepted that. And he only has 1 castle to produce elite war wagons out of. That's such an expensive technology, and they're also expensive to create. Daut will get his stone back. Daut will clear out all the towers. And Daut now, he needs to push Viper back before he can transition into something else. Viper's 50 population behind, but if there's one guy who can come back from these situations and be stubborn and survive and push back, it's Viper. I still have no freaking clue what he's going with. I imagine it's going to be gunpowder. Like maybe elite skirm, actually. Elite skirm and help. But, he's not making anything. Except war wagons. Good question from the chat. How is Daut's gold? Pretty good. He has golds here. He has this gold still. He gets his stone back. The neutral golds, I should point this out. The neutral golds, there's one here and there's... Sorry, guys. There's one here. So Viper has one walled in, but Daut can get this. And Viper with the advantage with the location of those. Daut just needs to take out the production buildings from Viper. Viper now needs to stall as long as possible and pray that the Age of Empires gods give him good trep shots. Because if so, Daut could lose everything. There's bombard cannons in the mechs. Daut needs to back up here. 1 treb lost for him. 2 trebs at least. I mean, I'm thinking all 5 if he doesn't leave this fight. Yeah, he's lost 4 out of the 5, Daut. And Viper has this 1 bombard cannon that will focus down the remaining treb. And I don't think that's a fight that Daut will be proud of when he looks back at this later on. He's thinking that the range of the Briton longbows, the range of the skirmishers would be enough, but when there's siege mixed in behind, that's not the engagement you want. And Viper... Oh, you know what? Viper, he doesn't have this gold, and Daut's about to come in. That's where all his military numbers are. This is good. Use your mobility if you're Daut. This is very, very good, because then it keeps Viper from pushing here. But, yeah, that fight was not ideal. But I do think that if he can just go full skirm and light cav, he can kill this. Because war wagons against enough skirmishers will die, and the light cav can kill the siege. So I genuinely think Daut's doing the right thing. This is something he's forgotten about, which I'm not a huge advocate of, but hey, he's castling here. He's hitting Viper from multiple angles. If Viper's building defensive towers, that means you're doing something good. It's 176 population for Daut, 140 for Viper. Now, what is this from Viper? He's trying to deny the stone once again. And now Daut's in here to raid the golds. This is so good for Daut, guys. This is so good for Daut. Look at this. The Cavalier coming back. They'll kill war wagons. They'll kill bombard cannons. Viper's in big trouble yet again. He's already lost a game to Daut. In a game where maybe he should have called a veto. 2 more bombard cannons lost. It has to be the trebs next for Viper. And then the Vils in his base. He's just playing tower defense now, man. Is pretty much it for him. The populations haven't changed too much, but the amount of gold lost for Viper is just huge. So many gold units lost. Now, with that being said, he has 2,000 gold in the bank. Might be able to hold out here. But Daut has 1,000, he has lots of wood, lots of food, and he has 50 more pop. This gold is his. This gold he sees now, and this gold he can take. Viper's running out of gold he can actually collect. Just that Koreans are a very stubborn civilization, so it takes a long time to kill them off. Viper knows that, and that's why he's adding in the keeps. But elite longbow for Viper, let's go! He has 2 castles, and he's making elite longbow. I love it. I think this is where he should just use the Briton range, because now his longbows can snipe the bombard cannons, and maybe build another castle here and start making trebs. But also continue to use your mobility for Daut and run right into Viper's base and, and kill everything you can find. Nice little trap from Viper there. Viper's population climbing now, 160 after Daut took a break with the attack for a little while. The Viper has the pikemen, and I should say Briton Cavalier, not a realistic long-term unit composition. They lack bloodlines, they lack paladin, so it'll probably be mainly light cav now for Daut, who is doing a good job at raiding Viper's economy at the moment. I say he's doing a good job, but I don't know how much he's actually killing because of the towers. Let's see. Yeah, this light cav, rip. Such a dumb civ. It's not Viper's fault, but this civ is just anti-Age of Empires for me. I hate it so much. I hope Daut wins just because of the civ. He has the longbow range. These war wagons, though, they are anti-archer. They have amazing HP. Great Pierce army. It's just Daut's winning with pure numbers at the moment, guys. He needs to be careful. He needs to be careful. When he goes for the raids, he needs to have a group of 10 or so before he invests into that. Viper is now towering Daut's wood when I was just going to say Viper only has wood in this corner and this area. And Viper's trying to take out this bombard cannon. Or no, this castle, and Daut's trying to kill the bombard cannon, getting Warwolf at the moment, which is interesting. And yeah, the bombard cannon will die. Warwolf, guys. In an expert game, we have Warwolf. If you don't know what Warwolf is, it's right here for you. Trebuchets get blast radius and 100% accuracy. So I guess the bombard cannon stayed alive for Viper, but the Trebs have more range than it now, and they will not miss. That's an expensive tech. Daut is banking up res. He will have resources for days. Viper will as well. Will this game never end? I hope it does. I hope it ends at some point. Viper finally adding in Halberdier. Korean trash and war wagons. Very tough to stop. Daut will only win this game, I think, if he continues to hit from different angles and uses his mobility. Daut. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Is that not hacks right there? Viper somehow saves the bombard cannon. It's like those light cav had a heart attack, and now Viper is going to kill both the Trebs. that is just Viper in a nutshell right there. Viper in a nutshell. Somehow saves his bombard cannon and then kills 2 Trebs. Now, he has the bombard cannon. Like, this bombard cannon is the real MVP. Look at the shots it's getting on the skirmishers. Viper's population, he's catching up. His population is looking good. Daut on this side doesn't have access to wood. He can't push this. Unfreaking real, man. I'd like to say I'm surprised, but I've seen one too many Viper games to be surprised. The guy just won't die. He won't die. He always seems to get a little bit luckier at times. And you got to give the guy credit for not dying, because Daut played this really well. He used his mobility. Viper recognizes how stubborn his civ is, and now Viper's ahead in population. And it's just a mental thing now. Daut knows he should have won this game. Viper knows he should have lost this game. So Daut might be shaking in his boots a little bit, and Viper's thinking, hey, you know what? It's been a tough game. If we win this, it's gravy. I was never supposed to win this game after I lost my castles on the front. Viper, the one thing he doesn't have is gold. That's the issue. He has 2 relics, as does Daut, and Daut could get this one. But, he just doesn't have gold. But, it's like, Koreans it's impossible to kill them. And then Britons, it's impossible to push. So, we're 1 hour in already. This game could easily go another 2 hours, and we could just see the same old thing. Because Britons don't have strong siege options. Koreans, they have the towers, they have the defensive building, HP, and just everything that Koreans have is a turtle civilization bonus. I think what Viper needs is a little bit of mobility himself now. If he can start building some stables somewhere and raiding the eco, that would be good. Just a little bit of mobility. Also, mixing in light cav isn't bad to combat the enemy skirms. Honestly, what Daut might need is a couple Werewolf shots on these skirmishers from a Trebuchet. I know that sounds crazy. Oh, look at this! Now, Viper has 20 more vills already, but he's going to lose a lot here. And this is his whole lumber eco, pretty much. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts Viper. That is juicy, man. So much juice. And when I say juice, I mean the blood from Viper's villagers. I promise you, I'm not a vampire. That's not appetizing to me. Yeah, Viper realizes this. But guys, he doesn't have food. He does not have food. Daut now has 185 population. Can he finish this? Korean light cav, they're awful. They're awful. They're the worst light cav in the game. But it's something. Daut just needs to keep pressuring from all angles. Now here he kills one bombard cannon, and this is revenge from earlier. He kills another bombard cannon from Viper. And I think that Viper now, because of the lack of gold, he won't be able to deal with the longbows. The longbows, they might not do as much damage, but over time, they will chew these things up. Daut has another Treb. He's just slowly taking out these towers. He's also pushing in the middle. Everywhere you look, Daut has an advantage at the moment. And Viper, he doesn't have the food. His stables are idle. His archer ranges are producing one skirmisher at a time, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Look at the rams Daut has. Surely this is it. Surely this is it. If Daut moves in, if Viper can't afford light cav, these rams will destroy everything. It has to be. Has to be near the end. Daut has played so well this game. He'll lose his Treb, but I don't think he'll be too disappointed. Because just killing those villagers was priceless. Daut just waiting for the right moment, I suppose, to move in with the rams. That's a lot of rams. I was wondering where his gold went. 200 population for Daut. Viper has to send his war wagons back to this side so he can push back a little bit. I want to see Daut use Werewolf. Like, attack units with Werewolf because they have that blast radius. That'd be so cool. But he's going for buildings, which is probably smarter. Just one, though, Daut. Just one shot. Please. This is Viper's point of view. Good luck stopping all those rams. Look at this ram train coming in. Daut just needs to hold at his base. And then he needs to push Viper's eco. Holy rams. Now, if Daut loses these somehow, that's a huge waste of gold. But Daut realizes that Viper's running out of wood. This is the one area for wood. This is the other. And Daut has longbows camping it. So Viper will soon be completely out of trees. I know that's rare on this stream for people to be out of trees. But that'll happen. And I don't know if this push is enough to kill Daut in the same way. Oh, this could be good. Daut's about to go below 100 villagers, and he has not noticed that. But surely it's just a matter of time now for Daut. Surely this is enough. His population is better than Viper's. Daut now collecting the third relic. Daut has not realized this. Has more relics, though. Has more wood accessible. Viper, he's running out of these trees, and his villagers they're running to their deaths here. Daut has more vills here, though. The Viper's doing a great job at finding these key areas with these few war wagons he has remaining. But Daut has protected his rams. He's just pushing Viper back into this corner slowly but surely. And he also has a main force that's about to come here. And Viper, he doesn't have the res to deal with this. Viper's at 140 pop, and he has to have the resources to make up The 40 pop piece behind Daut, and I don't think he has it. He's killing a crap ton of ills, though, Viper. It's possibly too late. I don't know. It's Viper, guys. It's Viper. Can Viper somehow stop this ram train? He's sending in elite skirms. Daut needs to be careful. Britons suck at pushing, I'm telling you. But, you know, the rams are soaking up a lot of the skirmisher fire. The light cav now coming in, which is a beautiful addition. Daut now running back to the wood line here. Daut has less villagers than Viper, but he has 115 military. 115 military. When Viper killed villagers, if anything, it maybe helped to Daut because he has pop space for these units. Daut's Ghost Champion would be a bad move because of the longbows. Daut. He's gonna lose his longbows. Daut. But Viper just doesn't have res to really transition into anything. It's still a 70 population advantage for Daut, and even if these rams die, it's over, and oh my goodness, that is Age of Empires justice. Justice served. Let's put it on the Justice Served subreddit. Daut beats Viper. Viper was Koreans. Viper went for towers. Everybody knew it was coming, and Daut takes game number 2 in a best of 7. Now this gets real interesting now, because Viper and Daut have a very close relationship. They trash talk each other a lot. Over the last 5 4-0 games that Daut has played, many with me, he's been saying how good he is, and Viper's like, I really got to beat this guy. Just imagine if it's Arabia. If Daut wins this, I mean, certainly he deserves the victory so far. If Daut wins this, he is going to trash talk for years about it. And I'd love that personally. I'd love that. Let's get some T90 champs in the chat for Daut for these games. That was not easy. Not easy at all. 629 kills for Viper, but that's because of his defensive buildings. There's the eco stats. Daut getting more gold, more wood. He had amazing control. And Viper is certainly capable of coming back, guys. We've seen it many times before. But now, Daut needs 2 more games. We'll see where it goes.